Hi there YouTube, Mark here with a video in which I am taking a look at the arcade game Galaxy Force. Coming back to my latest video on the Capcom shooter 19XX. Actually, I wanted to show you guys where you can actually play the other games in the series, and that's actually on this PlayStation 2 Capcom Classics collection. There's actually a whole range of ports. It's 1942, 1943 and 1943 Kai, which is on here. And then you have the 1945 game, 1945 1 and 2, also on the PlayStation. So the 1945 1 and 2 arcade games and the Capcom Classic Collection Volume 1 is where you can actually find these games. But enough of that, let's go check out Galaxy Force number 2. Galaxy Force number 2, a great sprite scaling online rail shooter game from Sega. Released in 1988, it is running on a special Sega Y arcade board, and it uses amazing sprite scaling techniques, also used in games like Afterburner, Space Harrier and also Outrun. Two other versions of the game were released, Galaxy Force 2 Deluxe Edition and Galaxy Force Super Deluxe Edition, and it was also ported to the Sega Master System of all systems. It's actually quite a decent game on that console. 2 years later, in 1990, it was also released on the Mega Drive, otherwise known as the Genesis, the Atari ST, Amiga, Amstrad CPC, ZX Spectrum, FM Town, Sega Saturn and PlayStation 2, and also the Commodore 64. I have yet to find that out, because Galaxy Force 2 on the Commodore 64? Wow. Well, what is the premise of the game? Well, you just fly in a distant galaxy between planets, through asteroid fields. There's some dark force threatening your spaceship and your army, and you just have to fight and blast everything to bits. And yeah, there's about 6 levels, 6 scenes, and it's an amazing game, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. Go check it out. Oh yeah, and what is also the case is that this probably is the maximum level of 3D sprite scaling things that is possible for 3D gaming. Arcade games and home consoles actually moved to polygons and textures instead of these amazing sprites that just blow me away. I think this is one of my favorite sprite scaling shooter games, and I hope it's yours too.
Feels broken. Roger.
Mark there in the title. So you have to defeat an army and invade an enemy territory, and well, it's basically the same.